Hey, what's going on? Strat Soldier here for the weekend shift bonus vid. Heck yeah, not a lot of stuff going on out there. Mostly everybody's waiting for this election, all right? Everybody's waiting for this election to happen. While you're waiting on that, get into thestratsoldier.com and check out the Strat Camp webinar, check out the courses, all right? And check out the ebook, all right? This is Jason. He was in the Strat Camp webinar last year, and he's trading futures. And you see right there, it paid for itself, all right? Same thing with the courses. You buy the course, and then you'll trade, and then you'll pay for the course. It's easy, and you got it forever. It's not a subscription service, all right? you got it forever, all right? All right? Anyway, there's not a lot of stuff going on out here. Let's look at the charts. Let's look at the charts. All right, not a lot of stuff going on out here. Let's get to, before we get to the weekly watch list, let's look at SPY. We did go 2 down on the week. Here's your month. Looking at a shooter on the month. All right, that goes in force at 565.30. All right, so not talking about politics, but depending on who wins the election, we'll see what happens here. All right, that thing goes in force below 565.30. All right, and the magnitudes. The magnitude is 540, all right? 540. Here's your weeks, 2-2 continuation down on the week, coming off the top of the broadening formation, all right? And here's your days, shooter on the day. Most of the days this week were stuck, all right? All stuck in this range here. They were opening up inside day and not doing a whole bunch. This was interesting right here, but most of the selling happened at the beginning of the day, all right? After that drop, that was it. It just kind of, after that drop, it just kind of did nothing the rest of the day. All right. And then inside day on SPY. Yes, there's people out there, I'm sure, that made some money on this. But if they all went long here and didn't know what they were looking at and didn't know it was an inside day, they got chopped up right here. All right.
Chop in here, folks.
I don't want that to happen to you. All right. I don't want that to happen to you. Inside on the day, that means do nothing. All right. Dow Jones. Same situation. It was not an inside day though. Okay, so you definitely could have worked that. All right, to the downside. All right, that's what Rob would say. This is a country and western. All right, it went 2 up. They bought them up and they sold them down. All right, country and western, doing the dance. QQQ. They hate you. Kind of just trading sideways on the daily chart. They took out the highs. They took out the lows. Not doing a whole bunch. Seeing that they took out the highs and the lows visually on the daily chart, you should be able to see easily why this is a scenario 3 on the week. All right. Remember, Rob used to say all the time, if there's a scenario 3 on the chart, that means they bought them up and sold them down. It could happen again, and that's exactly what happened. They bought them up and sold them down. That's why I don't mess around with that whole trying to trade 50%, looking for a possible outside bar and all that. Wait for that scenario 3 to close, and then we'll figure out what we want to do next. All right. Small cappers all stuck in that right there. Level of reclaim stuck. XLU, they said get me out of utilities. Get me out. This is still an inside on the month, but it did go 2-1-2 reversal down on the week. 2-2 reversal down. 2-1-2 reversal down on the week. 2-2 reversal down on the day, and then here's your 60s. All right, full time frame continuity to the downside. I talk about this in the Strat Camp. I talk about this in the Strat Trade Checklist. All right, the Strat Trade Checklist. We talk about time frame continuity. We talk about looking for actionable signals and what time frames they are on, and we also talk about looking for combinations. All right, this was a beautiful combination on the week, on the day. The 60s reconfirming to the lows. All right, to the lows. That's the kind of stuff you want to trade. All right,
that was legitness. Yeah, it was.
All right, XRT retail trading sideways, not doing much. Christmas is coming up. Come on now. XLK, very similar to QQQ outside the week, not doing much. XLE to the lows. Scenario 3 on the day. Momo shooter on the week. Not doing a lot. All right, a lot closer to making this shooter go in force on the month. IBB biotechs, you do have a hammer on this in this level of reclaim here. XLV healthcare to the lows. All right, XLP consumer staples to the lows. All right, shaking my head. Semiconductors, scenario 3 on the week, inside on the day. All right, not doing a whole bunch, all stuck in this week right here. All right, I don't have a stuck button on my board here, but
Chop, shop, and here, folks.
all right, not a lot going on right there. Let's go to the weekly watch list, weekly signals. All right, I remember IBB, hammer on the week. Let me blow that up so you can see. Hammer on the week goes in force above 143.60. All right, the magnitude's 145. Not a lot going on. All right, ACAD. All right, inside on the week. APLS, all right, it does have a hammer, all right, hopefully it drives through all of this, gets up to $29.51. You had GILD, G-I-L-D, all right, beautiful. Look at these months. Oh my gosh, beautiful. All right, here's these weeks. My goodness. All right, beautiful. All right, hammer, Momo hammer on the week. Let's see how far they want to take that up. All right, now I was showing on the weekend shift. Go watch the full episode of the weekend shift, because I was showing how to go to IBB sector and just go hitting the down button and just going through the stocks. You will know what a buy and sell looks like immediately working with the Strat. All right, and working with me and showing you this stuff. All right, you don't need scanners. You don't need all kind of extra crazy stuff. All right, all you need is TrendSpider. They already got scanners in there, you know, and if you're part of a different trading platform, that's all right. Again, you just need a down button. You need to list the stocks and a down button or an up button. You know what I mean? That's it. And just go down the list. So that's what I got so far. I'll be looking for some more on IBB, but everything's kind of waiting on the election. So we'll see what they want to do. We'll see what they want to do. Not a lot going on. Go check out thestratsoldier.com. Check out my execution course. That's where I talk about trading actionable signals. Check out my Strat Trade Checklist course. That's where I talk about time frame continuity, the second universal truth, and also the 4 questions that you need to answer to be able to, the 4 questions you need to answer before you take any trade. We don't just take every reversal on the screen, all right? If anybody's telling you that stuff, they're not teaching you Strat correctly. All right, and I got a new course coming up here very soon. Check out the combat load as well. That's where you get everything on the website, on the Strat Soldier website, all together, all at once in one bundle, and to include a one-on-one session with me. And when I come out with new products, it will go into that bundle. So if you buy it now, all right, because the price is just going to keep going up, but if you buy it now, when I put new products in there, you're essentially getting it for free, all right? Because you paid for it once, and then you keep getting stuff in there. One thing I definitely want you guys to know: the Strat Camp is not a subscription service. All right, there's enough subscriptions that you're going to be forced to get in on during the holidays. All right, it's not a subscription service. All right, I'm not. Get a course, get access, email access to me. Join a webinar, do a one-on-one, you get a recording of those, and make that transition from not knowing what's going on in the market to knowing confidently how to create a watch list and then create those winning positions, add to them, and defend them with tight stops and get stopped out with profit. All right, make that transition from not knowing what's going on to confidently going, I know what's going on this week. I know how I'm going to trade it, and I can set my buy and sell orders and go back to work and not have to worry about the charts every time, every morning at 9:30 on the Eastern Standard, in the Central Time. It's 8:30. I got to look at my watch. Let me see what's going on in the markets. Panicking. All right. East Coast time, y'all got to wake up at 6:30 in the morning to trade. It's bad, right? It's like, how am I supposed to do this 6:30 in the morning? Hey, you're living in Vegas, all right? You're living in Salt Lake City. You living in California. I ain't make you move there, but daggone it, you still want to trade, right? It's 6:30 in the morning. Wouldn't it be nice to have some buys and sell orders already put in there from the night before? And then you wake up when you normally wake up for work, and you can look at your phone and go, okay, all right, these 2 went in force, they triggered, good. These 2 are still sitting, that's fine. All right, and push my stops up on the ones that are working. Wouldn't that be nice? All right, go check out thestratsoldier.com and check out the Strat Camp. All right, this is the Strat Soldier for the Weekend Shift bonus vid. Not a lot going on, 9 minutes total. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.